How you doing? I want to talk today about getting advice, right? Getting some advice off people. And what type of advice should you be looking for? Really, you're looking for any type of advice that can bring you forwards in this journey, any positive type of advice at all that's going to bring you along on this journey, right? You're looking for advice from particularly successful people who have been there and done that. You know, they've got the t-shirt, they know what they know what it entails, and they're willing to offer you advice. Now, you're looking for positive advice. You're not looking for people who are, you know, there's plenty of people out there that are quite willing to give you horror stories and say, well, yeah, I did this, and you know, but this happened to me and that happened to me, and it was such and such a hard journey. You know, there's a lot of people who are quite happy to wear the badge of alcoholic or ex-alcoholic, even though they don't drink anymore, and they're quite willing to, you know, just feed you with horror stories about the whole nasty journey that they've gone on. And you know, that's the type of stuff that you don't want to be listening to, because you know, it really is, it's negative stuff. It will box you in to a certain way of thinking. You know, there's different ways of thinking about different things. Look, you know, when you do something simple. I went on to, I remember going on to a ride a few years ago in our local theme park, Terra Mythica, here just in Benidorm. And it was just this long sort of what you could call it, a pole. You know, it was sort of you sat in a seat and the seat went just up on this tower. And as you got to the top of this tower, it sort of paused, and it was, I don't know how many feet above the ground, maybe 100 meters or something. And I remember sitting on this thing, and I had reservations about it before I got onto it. And when I got to the top of this thing, I just had a panic attack, and I thought, what the hell am I doing on this thing? Why? How can I get off? You know, there was no possibility of getting off at that stage, and you knew it was just going to drop because you'd seen it from the bottom what was going to happen, and all of a sudden it just drops, and you come flying down this thing, and then obviously at the bottom, you know, the braking mechanism kicks in, and you stop and you get off. The second time I did it, after I'd survived the first time, it was a bit easier, and by the fourth or fifth time, you know, it was all, once you got into this place, it was all free. You know, you didn't pay for anything. And the fourth or fifth time, we were sort of getting up there. We were looking over the sides, and yeah, can't wait to get down. So the adrenaline was pumping. But what it is your mind goes on a certain journey in itself, right? So the first time I did it and the last time I did it, there was no difference in what was happening. It was all the same thing. It was just my mentality was different. And it's the same thing with a journey like this. You know, your mentality will determine the type of journey that you're going to go on. And listening to the advice of some people or some other people can affect the type of journey that you're going on, because it can affect your mentality. So really do pay close attention to the advice that you're getting. You know, one of the worst places I think for looking for advice is on the internet. There's a lot of information out there about quitting drinking alcohol, and a lot of it is from these pricey quit drinking alcohol dry out clinics, where people go in and they're paying thousands and thousands per month to stay in these clinics and stuff like that, you know. And they want you to believe that, you know, at the end of the day, nobody should be quitting drinking alcohol without medical attention. So, you know, it's another form of advice that I'd always tell people to do, is to go and visit their doctor if they're at all worried about the physical conditions. Now, all the doctor can do is they can point you in certain directions for alcohol treatment, you know, for getting away from the alcohol treatment. But I think most of the places that they will tell you to go are aimed specifically at alcoholics. I mean, and they're an easier sort of a thing for them to do, is to send you to you know, a place like the AA or somewhere like that. You know, they generally won't step outside of that circle. You know, they're busy people. They don't really know a lot about this subject, so it's an easy thing for them to do. But they can give you a lot of advice about the medical conditions that you might have as a result of drinking alcohol. You know, so cirrhosis of the liver. You know, there's a lot of different conditions that you can get with all different organs in your body, and the doctor can advise you on that kind of thing. He can also advise you on, you know, just whether or not, you know, you should really be worrying about quitting drinking alcohol, because most of them will say to you, you know, you're better off stopping drinking than not stopping drinking, right? So, you know, go to your doctor for advice. Another one is to really, one of our best ones is over in the forum. We've got a lot of people over there at various stages of the journey. Some are, you know, beginners, some are there for 2 or 3 months, others are there for almost a year now, and they're sticking out with the program. They're helping other people, and you can get a lot of encouragement and accountability from these people. So it's one of the best places that I think you should go. Another place is to join the mastermind coaching group, right? And it's just one of the things that I can recommend. If I was to give you my best recommendation, the best place that I can give you advice is to check out the mastermind coaching group. For $1, you can take a 7-day trial, and you'll find great strategies for helping with virtually every issue or question that you might have related to quitting drinking alcohol. There's daily videos, there's the mastermind coaching forum, there's even daily live coaching sessions. So what this means is that you'll always know exactly what to do and when to do it. There's a lot of great people there, as I said, who can offer you a lot of great encouragement and accountability, and I'll be there every day to answer your questions, big or small. So, you know, if you're serious about getting started and making the fastest progress possible, I strongly recommend that you at least give the Mastermind Coaching Program a try. It's only $1 after all, so you know, you have nothing to lose really, and there's no obligation to continue. So why not, right? Click on the link below this video to get started, and I'll see you on the inside. All right, take care. Bye now.